147 again.
147 again. He got out of her though.
Yeah, he did. Both of them.
Both guns. Welcome back to Redneck's Dirty Hands. I'm Pete, and today we're out and about. We brought the raw dog, loaded up Jim's The Shocker. We're back at the trailer park. Thing is, we got a rivalry going with our buddy Tommy there. We call him Turtle Tom.
Turtle Tommy.
You know, he was out running with us last year on Gull Lake, and he hit a 150 with his sled twisted. And this year in the quarter mile, we've hit a 147.78. But he says, we ain't there yet. We haven't hit the 150. So we're going for a full pull today. We're going to get out on the lake. The conditions are a little bit sketchy. You might think we're nuttier than squirrel turds to try this. But yeah, Jim, we're nuttier than squirrel turds.
Oh yeah, wait till you see the lake.
He had some liquid courage last night, though.
He did.
The nerves are hitting him now.
Let me go get a couple beers.
I need it.
Snickers, give us a hand with the gun, eh?
Yep, no problem.
Beauty. We're going to hopefully set a record today. Pitter patter. Let's get at her, Jim.
Let's do her.
Yeah, so unfortunately, the draggy isn't working, so we're going to be relying on the radar gun and the Turbo Dynamics GPS gauge. So hopefully we get a max speed and a quarter mile time from that. I can film it. Jim's gonna grinner and pinner. We'll see what the heck happens here. You ready, Jim? What are you thinking, Jim?
So I'm gonna take Nate's sled and go through and just make sure it's good going through the point.
All right. Hopefully she's good conditions out here. It's just Billy's a little concerned at the point there. Yeah.
There's some open water.
So we might do 150 over open water here.
Well, that's what he said. If I blow a belt at the end, I should be able to cruise over the open water.
Beat that, Tommy.
Oh, boy.
Well, they made her back.
That's one good thing. Check out the track.
Well, Naders is doing good. Sounds good.
Oh, I know, eh? I love the sound of that thing.
It's open.
Well,
It's open.
oh, how confident do you feel about doing a pass?
Hopefully I just skip over it and don't feel anything.
Well, I mean, you'll be going fast enough, hopefully. Is it open before the quarter or
After.
after?
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
There goes the gunslinger, Snickers.
scaring the shit out of me.
I'm kind of going to the left of the point, not right in the middle, just to the
Oh, you're
left.
gonna go on that side?
Just a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
So just
Okay.
don't stand in it, like.
Right on the track.
But you gotta be as close as you can to him, though.
I will.
All right, let's go line up. All right, Snickers is way down there, so let's power up that GPS gauge. All right, think fast. She was popping and farting though, and look, it's pretty loose here, jeez. Talk about highway to the danger zone. That right there was some of the sketchiest shit I've ever seen. Oh yeah. 150.4.
We're in the 150 mile
There you go, Tommy. Now he's gonna say, "Oh, you got to hit 150.6," and it was 147 on the gun.
Let the belt cool down.
All right, let her cool down and say we
You
swap.
want to change the clutch a bit?
Yes, sir. And look at this, Tommy. That's a 150 at full top speed, 147 in the quarter, in this. All right. Snickers and I are gonna go out here, gonna try and get a video of Jim come flying by. You know, 147 on the gun the first pass, 150.4 top speed. Take that, Tommy. Now we're doing it in these crappy conditions, and just to show how crappy these conditions are, if you take a look.
Pan over here, we got some open water.
Yeah,
folks.
anybody want to go swimming? Jim's flying over top of that at 150. Holy jeez. I would have stayed in bed if I'd known it was like that. All right, he's got her fired up, Snickers. He's gonna be flying through here. Come on, Billy. Jesus.
147 again.
147 again. He got out of her though.
Yeah, he did. Both of them.
Both guns, 147. You're a wild man. You got out of her though. Jeez, the things we do to shut our friends up, eh?
Oh, I know.
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights.
We're rolling 150 over open water, Tommy. You haven't done that yet. She's a little loud flying by, eh?
Oh, it is. Super loud.
Well, Jim, I gotta say, you know, the shocker, definitely shocking. Now, you know, we've got this rivalry going with Turtle Tommy there. I know he's gonna chirp. Although I don't know. We just hit 150.4 in. Give that a kick there, Jim. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And it's 7 degrees out.
It's 7 degrees out. She's slow conditions, but not when you're riding the shocker.
Nope.
Let me bring up the current temperature, 6 degrees. So
She's 6 degrees. She's sunny. She's warm.
in the direct sun here, it's warmer than that though. But
And we're pulling the 150.4 over open water there, Tommy. So the last few days, there's been a lot of chirping on Facebook because we didn't hit a 150. Well, today, what do we hear now? Is that crickets? 150.4, although I know we're already going to hear it. We didn't have the Draggy out here. It broke. It wouldn't.
yeah.
Draggy wasn't working. It wouldn't turn on for some stupid reason. My phone wouldn't link to it. So we're using the TD Turbo Dynamics GPS gauge, which we know a lot of fellas on Facebook and all the other groups and guys that run Sidewinders use and trust that gauge. So that's what we're using. Plus we're backing it up with the radar gun.
Radar guns.
Yeah, 2 radar guns, you know, hitting around the quarter mile at the 147, 148 consistently in this stuff. So this right here is the last quarter mile result we got from the Draggy when it was working, and you can see in 1,320 feet ran a 147.78 and it did it in 9.29 seconds. So 1,320 feet, that's what we're doing. That's kind of matched up again with the Snickers holding the 2 guns there at the 147, and then a few hundred feet extra we got the 150 over the open water. So there you go, the shocker's dialed in. I mean, as you can see, we're taking off from the shoreline there, which, you know, from where we're sitting is just a little over a quarter mile. You know, I think we're probably around 1,400 feet here. And then he's running to the water there. So it ain't no 2,000 foot pole we're doing here. Nope. So, you know, I think it's safe to say, you know, that 150 is in 1600-ish feet. You know, maybe we're going by Tommy's rules now. We go with the ish. So what do you say to Tommy?
Turtle Tommy. Well, that's your new nickname, buddy. Hope you like it.
Welcome to the 150 Club, Jim.
Thank you to you, Pete. That's awesome.
Nice one.
Awesome. That's how you load a sled.
I was recording just in case. Yeah, locked and loaded up. Well, you know what? We made the last minute decision to come out to the lake to give her one last chance at the elusive 150 that Tommy said we had to hit. And guess what, Tommy? We hit a 150. But yeah, to run a 150.4 out on the lake today when it's opening up, like there's open water, the top of it's loose, it's all going like that sugary ice, right?
Crossing open water at 150 miles an hour.
Yeah.
A little sketchy.
You ever watch wrestling back in the day, WWE there, Jim? What was it, Triple H? It's D-Generation X.
Hey, Tommy, suck it.
Well, I got to say that is a fitting end to the season, you know. We were built the shocker with the hopes of joining the 150 club, you know, and we did.
We did, thank God.
Oh, right, we were worried there. Yeah. You know, when we first got out in the first few passes there of the season, we nailed the 147 in the quarter mile, 13:20 pretty quick. It was like our second or third pull out, but we didn't know how to set the draggy to get speeds above and beyond the quarter. Mm-hmm. So, you know, this has all been a learning curve, you know, but we don't live in the shoulda, woulda, couldas. We want to get out and prove what the shocker can do. And we were dared, you know, or not so much dared, but almost shamed that we weren't in the club. So we're in the club, Jim. Cheers.
Thanks, Jim.
So now we got to hit the 160 club, I guess, eh?
Maybe next year, eh?
Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a short one, you know. It was just, you know, settle a grudge match, you know. We give her one last go, one last kick at the can to say, you know, I've already got your mama torn apart, putting the 700 triple in that one, hopefully. Fingers crossed we can get that to work. So, and I mean, the conditions we're running in to hit a 150 in this, anybody that runs radar runs knows. That's fairly impressive, I'd say. So, you know what? I got no doubt in my mind, in good conditions, that thing's a 150 plus, no problem. Top speed, well, you know, maybe even in the quarter, but top speed, definitely over 150. And just to be clear, you know, we're trying to show, we're not hiding nothing, you know. We're proud of our accomplishments, and we know there's lots of guys out there that's faster than us. But our setup, you know, that is originally a Stage 6 turbodynamics sled build. You know, it's got the super cooler, their intake, it's got camshafts, it's got the valve retaining shims. I think you got springs in yours, valve springs in yours too.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So it's a built motor. It's got Corilla rods and pistons, all that. Thanks to our buddy Rob Lowe. Good job, buddy. And then you know, it's got a stock turbo with a compressor wheel. It's a mod stock turbo. So our buddy Nick Turbo Parts Canada, he hooked us up with that. So it's not a big turbo.
Not yet.
It's not yet. So this is how the setup we're doing. That's a stock skid, suspension. The only thing that lightweight on it is, you know, we take the seat off when we do the runs. You know, this is not a lightweight, you know, this is still 670 pounds, you know, and pulling 150.4 in slow conditions. You know, it's a gateway drug, this radar running and going fast. So 150.4 for us now in not ideal conditions. We're going to strive for more, you know it. So I know there's a lot of faster guys out there. You know, we're rookies in this game. We've only been doing this technically for a couple of years, really, for going for these speeds, you know. I love it, though. I started off with my T-Cat. You know, I thought back then 125 was like the limit. You know, that's the fastest of the fast. And when I built that sumbitch did 127 wheelie in 1,000 feet. So, you know what? I think we know what we're doing. We've proved we can go fast, and sky's the limit. We're going to go faster. But now that the season's over, Jim, I do know a fella, Mark Wildman, caught us when we were out drag racing there, and he said he's got the parts and the setup to get us out on the asphalt. And then Arnie and Ralph, they messaged me and said, you know what, we'd like to get you guys out on the asphalt. They say once you hit the blacktop, you won't go back. Once you go black, you won't go back. I don't know. Ralph, that is an Arctic Cat, and it's right up their alley. Maybe if we get some parts, switch this thing over to asphalt running for the summertime so we can still have some fun. Get some content, sled content in the off season, you know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Should we go hit the asphalt? Should we take the shocker? Let us know. So we're back in the shop here. I got the shocker stripped down to the bare bones just to show. I wanted to give a shout out to our buddy Nick at Turbo Parts Canada. Without his help with the mod stock turbo that we've got in this, we wouldn't be hitting the speeds we are. And we want to thank him so much. He's willing to help us out on all of our projects and whatnot. I want to see him get some love from you guys. And if you're looking for a turbo for any of your projects, doesn't have to be a sled, could be a car, truck, anything. He's turbo, man. So this here, this is a stock turbo in the stock location, you know, but it does have an upgraded compressor wheel in there. We are running the side exit exhaust and the TD header on there, but the magic is what's inside here. It's got a stock turbine shaft and all that, but that compressor wheel, I'll clip a photo. I can't take it apart. I got to pull the whole intake and the tube and everything off to show you. So I'll just put a picture in and show you the compressor wheel that's in this thing. She's a beaut. So this is a picture of the turbo that Nick gave us before we installed it on Billy's sled. As you can see, it's a stock IHI turbo housing. It's just been honed out a little bit, and it's got that billet compressor wheel on it that gives it extra whooshy noises that everybody likes and loves. Takes it from running about 30 PSI max to, I think we can run upwards of 40 with this big dog. So nice one. But it's not a big turbo. It's just a little turbo on steroids. So you can see that upgraded compressor wheel in there. This here is the stock turbo off of Yamama, and that's the stock compressor wheel. So yeah, bit of a difference, eh? Like we said earlier in the video there, you know, we got a lot of things going on. This is a full stage 6 turbodynamic setup with the intake, the supercooler. We got the velocity stack on there, the side exit, the header. This has camshafts in there. It's got the valve springs going on. This is a belt motor as well from buddy Rob. You know, that's got the Corilla rods, pistons. She's a beast, theoretically, but the help of this turbo here, we can run, we haven't yet, but we can run upwards of 40 pounds of boost. We tried it once on the radar runs and blew that the tube right off. So we backed her back off. We're running about 35 pounds of boost right now, which is still, that's quite a bit, but there's still some meat left on the bone for us. I think we can get a higher speed out of this. And, you know, thanks to our buddy Nick with I know the turbo will do it. So thanks, buddy. But yeah, to think that we would ever be able to hit 150 mile an hour on a snowmobile, you know, it wasn't too many years ago, you know, just trying to hit the 140 was an impossibility. You know, everybody was trying to hit it. Mid 130s was all Billy was really getting. And then we slowly started creeping up. Like this stage 6 sled, they're a great build out of the gate. But, you know, we wanted to keep pushing the limits. And with the help of all these supporting products and the people helping us out, you know, Rob building the motor, you know, turbodynamics with the stage 6 kit, you know, and the tunes. My buddy Kurt King's Customs, you know, he lent me a bottom sprocket for this thing. And we got Injector Dynamics 1050cc injectors in this thing too, because with this turbo from Nick, Turbo Parts Canada, pushing more boost, we need more fuel. So, you know what, Turbodynamics was great enough, kind enough to give us the tune for free to run this thing too. So thanks to that, big shout out to them. And then, of course, STM clutches to harness the power, and Ultimax belts for letting us get that power to the ground. You know, you want to run her to the max, you definitely got to have an Ultimax. These things are holding up on our sleds mint. And then we got, you know, these big 11-tooth drivers and the lightweight axle from Hurricane Performance. You know, that's given us the top speeds we're able to hit, you know, with the combination of the big 10-inch wheels we got on the back of this from Trek Toys. Thanks, boys. Yeah, I mean, horsepower and speed is a gateway drug, and Billy and I are hooked. So we hit 150, which is awesome, but you know we're going to go for more. So we still haven't turned this thing up. We got some more boost we can get out of it. We got some gears we could change. You know, there's always ways of tweaking and get more. And this is still full trail weight, so we could lighten her up a little bit and see what happens. So who knows whether we can do any more of that this season. I don't know. It's looking pretty tropical outside right now, so I think winter may be over, but who knows? There's still some fellas running up in Sudbury, and I think we'd like to go hang out with them. So let's see. As always, thanks for tuning in. You know, we always have fun making these videos. You know, we're pushing ourselves to be better, do better, you know, and I think we're doing a pretty good job so far. And, you know, we want to keep hitting the content for you guys. You know, we are coming out of snowmobile season, so we're going to have to try a few different things, but I got a few projects in mind. You know, one of them is over here. But as you can see, Mama's looking your Mama's looking a bit naked over here. I've got it kind of mocked up. The idea is that right there is my 700 triple out of my SRX. Sitting in here, half mounted, trying to figure out where the turbo's gonna go, because yeah, this is gonna be a 2-stroke triple turbo SRX, hopefully. The exhaust pipe's gonna be a bit of a nightmare to make. I've already kind of rigged up some throttle bodies. Hopefully they work. So this will be fuel injected, you know. That's just an idea. Hopefully it works. But if you guys are interested and want to know, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this, if it's gonna work. And if you want to see it running. So yeah, Yamama should be a fun, challenging project. Hopefully it'll be a good build series in the off season. You know, it's going to test my fabricating skills and my patience, I'm pretty sure, especially building that exhaust. But we're still going to put a Sidewinder in the T-Cat. Probably going to name this one Silent Night just to shut somebody up maybe next year. But yeah, that's going to be another build project. Hopefully going to go fast with this one next year too, because your mama's no longer going to be in the chase for going fast. She's just going to be cool. And we still got the golf cart up on the lift that we got to get down and get that thing fired up, you know. That should be a lot of fun in the nice weather coming. So there's no shortage of stuff to do. Hopefully you guys stay tuned in and follow along while we do it. But as always, we appreciate all the support, all the comments, likes, shares, you know, everything, everybody tuning in, pushing us going. We officially broke 25,000 subscribers, and that's all because of you guys tuning in, spreading the word, being interested in what we're doing, and we really appreciate it. Christina and I want to make this our full-time gig, and with your guys' help, I think we're going to be able to. So, cheers.